What's going on, guys? Hoyza, and what a first round of the playoffs that was. Yeah, you're watching some NBA 2K14 Next Gen, my first Next Gen gameplay, using the Grizzlies going up against the Thunder. You got that playoff matchup. What I was doing, I don't have a lot of gameplays. That's why I'm just using this one. It's just a quarter, like unedited, just because I haven't played a lot, but what I was doing is waiting for people to pick a team, and I try to, if they pick a playoff team, I'd get the matchup. So this guy picked the Thunder, so I chose the Grizzlies because they're playing each other in the playoffs, or they did, and this is going to be a first round recap plus second round predictions. I'm going to try to fit that into this video. So anyway, we're going to start off with the Western Conference, the Spurs and the Mavericks. This is a really good series. No one really expected the Mavericks to do well. At least not take them to 7 games. Maybe win 1 game at home, 2. I don't know. Maybe take it to 6, but they took it to 7. And I actually thought they had a chance to win in San Antonio, but they did get smacked in San Antonio. But it was a really good series. Dirk played well, I think. I don't know. I watched a couple games. Vince Carter had that huge game-winning 3, and all the games, I think, but 2 were really close. So Dallas did play well, but San Antonio moved on there. And this is probably my favorite series of the playoffs, was Portland-Houston. And this series was so good. It ended, obviously, I'm sure all of you have seen the Damian Lillard game-winning three-pointer where he... 0.9 seconds, something like that. I don't know, but he caught the ball at the top of the 3-point line, like the top of the key around there, and threw up a 3-pointer and made it a great shot, one of the biggest shots you'll ever see, and it was a huge shot. And Portland outplayed Houston. James Harden had a horrible series. Just Portland outplayed them, so they're going to be taking on San Antonio in the second round. Next is the Warriors and Clippers. This was a really good series as well. It went down to 7 games. How many? What? 6? No, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 of the 8 series went to 7 games. So it was a really good first round. So the Clippers ended up beating the Warriors. It was a really good series. I watched Game 6 or Game 7. I watched all the games, I think. I don't know. I tried to watch every single playoff game for the most part. But Los Angeles, they had too much size for Golden State. If Andrew Bogut was healthy, I guarantee Golden State would have won that series, but because he wasn't, they did not, and that's why Los Angeles moved on. Then the last matchup is OKC Memphis, and this was a heartbreaker. I like the Grizzlies. They're probably my second team. If you'd say I have a second team, they're mine. One, because of Mike Conley. I like Mike Conley, and also they play like the Pacers. You know, Pacers are my favorite team, and they're the gritty defensive team. And if Zach Randolph wouldn't have been stupid and he went up and got suspended because he punched Steven Adams, then they might have won Game 7. I don't know. It would have been closer because they got blown out. They were just like Dallas. They had a great series and just got killed in the end. So OKC, Durant, and Westbrook just they played very well in Game 6 and 7, but it was kind of a coming out party for Tony Allen. He proved that he was one of the best defenders, and but they fell just short, and OKC won that. Indiana and Atlanta. I was sweating so much. Oh my gosh. I'm a Pacer fan, and when they got down 3-2, I still believed in them, but I was kind of 50-50. I was like, oh, no, there's no way we can do this. And they were down 5 in Game 6 with about, I don't know, 4 minutes left. I was like, oh, boy, if Atlanta hits a couple more shots, it's over. And Indiana ended the game on like a 16-1 run. And they played very well, and they ended up winning Game 7. They smacked them pretty bad, actually. The score is closer than the game actually was, so... I was sweating a little bit, but Indiana went on going past Atlanta. And Atlanta played a lot better. Don't let their 8 seed and their 37, 36 win, whatever, don't let that fool you. Because they played much better than that, because when they hit the 3, they're on fire. When they're on fire, they can beat anybody. And that's what happened. Corver was hot and everything. And also I think 2008, the Hawks played the Celtics in the first round. The Celtics were the first seed, and the Hawks had an even worse record than they did this year. And they took the Celtics to 7 games. And the Celtics ended up winning that series in the 7th game, and they won the finals that year. So don't count the Pacers out just because they didn't play well against Atlanta, because they never play well against them. But anyway, Chicago-Washington, really boring series. Washington beat them. Chicago's horrible. Their offense is horrible. Washington beat them. I don't have much to say about that because I only watched one of the game because I tried not to throw up watching Game 5, was it? Yeah, they won in 5. So Game 5, that was horrible. But Washington beat Chicago 4-1. They're going to play Indiana. Next, we have Toronto and Brooklyn. This is a really good series, too. Went down to 7 games. Toronto, they had home court for Game 7. All they had to do was beat Brooklyn in Game 7, and they fell short. Lowry got blocked in the end, but it was a coming-out party for the Raptors. They proved that they're a good team, and in the future, they're going to be very good. And Brooklyn, They just had too much experience, in my opinion, for Toronto, and that's why they won the series. So anyway, last series, same with the other one. On Miami Charlotte, that was a bad series. If Jefferson wouldn't have gotten hurt, maybe Charlotte could have won a game, but they were no match for LeBron and Wade. So Miami just kind of steamrolled through them, and San Antonio and Portland is going to be the second round matchup. The first one, actually the first one, I'll do it by order. So Indiana and Washington is the first one. Game 7 is actually in like 3 hours. I'm recording this. I'm going to upload it as soon as I finish this. But they play in about 3 hours. And Indiana and Washington, I see the Pacers winning this. Obviously, I'm not going to pick against them. I see them winning this in 6 because here's why. You know, they played bad against Atlanta. That's because they match up horribly with them because everyone in Atlanta can shoot the 3. So that means Hibbert and West moved out of the paint and they couldn't do what they want to do. So that's why they matched up bad. They meshed up better against Washington because Nene and Gortat are both primarily inside. So that means Hibbert and West can both be inside. So I see the Pacers winning in 6 or 7. Next is Brooklyn, Miami. Now, this is interesting because Brooklyn killed Miami. Not killed. They beat them all 4 games in the regular season. They were all close games, I think. But in the playoffs, Pierce and Garnett versus LeBron again. That was... So they've been going at each other since LeBron was in Cleveland, that trio. So in this one, I'm actually going to pick an upset. I'm going to have Brooklyn winning in 7. They're going to win Game 7 in Miami. If not, they're going to win Game 6. Actually, I have them in 6, but kind of 7. I don't know, 6 or 7, I'd say, with that one. Brooklyn, they might win Game 6, which might clinch them the division at home, or clinch the round. So anyway, in the West, we have San Antonio and Portland. Now, this is a very interesting series because Portland's hot right now. Portland can beat anybody. If Lillard and Aldridge was so good in that first series. He had like 90 points in the first 2 rounds. So if Lillard and Aldridge can play like that, then I can see Portland winning this. It's up to Lillard and Aldridge. It's going to go to 7. It's going to go to 7 games. But if Lillard and Aldridge have a good game, then Portland will win. So actually, I'm going to take Portland in 7 games. Yes, an upset. The Spurs are going to get dethroned again. They're not going to win the title. And I don't think Duncan and Parker and Ginobili will win another one, at least that trio and Popovich. I don't think that quadruple little group there will win another one anymore. So last one, hurry up, we got Clippers and Thunder. I have the Clippers winning this one. I don't think Durant can lead his team. Westbrook, I don't like Westbrook. I know he's a good player, but he just chucks too many shots. He had 33 shots one game, something like that, and Durant had 20. Like, you don't do that. He's the MVP. So Los Angeles is hot. Using that emotional whatever series with Donald Sterling, they use that to get past the Warriors. I see the Clippers winning this one. So that is the second round predictions. If you did enjoy, leave a like and subscribe for more. And as always, I'll make another video for the next round. So as always, I'll see you guys in my next video.